And the first chance you get to see the Paritz, tell him in my name that I know that he's in danger and that all the doctors gave up on him. But I'm promising him that if he helps Eden the B'chaika and all the settlements around that belong to him, Hashem will give him, for every single Jewish family that he helps, a month of life and health. Everybody, there was once a certain Paritz. In the story it says his name is a Graf. A Graf is like a Paritz, a nobleman who lived in the town of Vitebsk in White Russia. He was a very good-hearted man, and many Yidden got their parnasa through him. And in the town of B'chaikov, which belonged to this Paritz as well, he allowed the poor Yidden who lived there. He didn't ask them for taxes. He let them live tax-free, and the Rav and the Chazanim and the Malamdim and the people who dealt with the community, he let them their animals pasture there for free. Also, he gave their animals free food, basically. And almost all the Yidden in the town of B'chaikov got their parnasa from the estate of this Graf, this Paritz. He was a very sick man. He was very sickly his entire life. And when he got older, his sickness became stronger, and he was going to a certain Dr. Brattinson in Vitebsk for treatment. And he had to give over the management of his estate to somebody else because he was too sick to take care of himself. And the person he picked happened to be a big Jew hater. And they also had on the estate a Catholic church, the priest, and they got a new priest who also was a Jew hater. So these two people created this unholy union of making problems for Yidden. And they started to ask the poor people as well for taxes and to just give a really hard time to all the Yidden who had anything to do with getting their parnasa from his estate. Now, most of the Yidden in the town of B'chaikov were Chassidim of the Rebbe Marash in Lubavitch, and so whenever for Yom Tov or Shabbos they went to Lubavitch, they would hear a Maimer Chassidus from the Rebbe Marash. They would go to Yechidus. They would ask the Rebbe for children, for good life, and for health and for parnasa. And they would go home with bitachon that Hashem would have mercy on them. But they never really spoke to the Rebbe Marash about the real problem of the parnasa and how they're being oppressed by these two Seinei Yisrael. Now, one of the Yidden who had to do with getting his parnasa from the estate of the Paritz was a Yid by the name of Shmuel Isaacs. He was a very well-respected man. He was wealthy. He was very honest. He always had guests over, was very generous, gave a lot of tzedakah, and he was a shtickle Talmid Chacham in both Nigla and Chassidus. And in Shavuos, in the year Tafresh Mem, Reb Shmuel went to Lubavitch, and the Rebbe Marash started asking him specifics about the parnasa in the town of B'chaikov. And Reb Shmuel said things how they were, including the details of how hard it was for the Yidden there. So the Rebbe Marash said about the Paritz himself, I already knew he was sick because the Professor Brattinson told me that his life was in danger. But why didn't you tell me about how the situation had changed and how it was hard for the Yidden? And then the Rebbe Marash was deep in thought for a little while, and he said like this: go home, and the first chance you get to see the Paritz, tell him in my name that I know that he's in danger and that all the doctors gave up on him. But I'm promising him that if he helps Eden the B'chaikov and all the settlements around that belong to him, Hashem will give him, for every single Jewish family that he helps, a month of life and health. Reb Shmuel comes home, and for a few days in a row, he went by the estate to see if he would chance upon the Paritz. But it was impossible because he was inside because of how sick he was. He wasn't coming out. But one day it was very, very sunny, and the doctor said it was a good day. There was good air, and he said that they should go out in the wagon to get some fresh air in the nearby forest. And so Reb Shmuel saw his chance, and he went up close to see the Paritz, and he saw that he was pushed like a broken vessel. He was so broken and weak. Now the Paritz realized that Reb Shmuel was there, and he right away ordered that he should come into the wagon with him. And Reb Shmuel told him in the wagon what the Rebbe told him. Right away, the Paritz told Reb Shmuel that he should prepare a list of all the Jewish families in the town of Bechaikev that are able to have their parnasa from his estate, and that he should also himself, either himself or somebody else, should be sent to go and see all the surrounding places that belong to him and see all the Yidden that have the ability to make a parnasa from there, and then he should bring him the list without anybody knowing, like a secret mission. And Reb Shmuel brought him a list of more than 160 people, families, 160 families just from the town of Bechaikev itself, and tens of other families from the surrounding settlements. And again, the Yidden were able to have parnasa barchava without anyone giving them problems, and the Paritz became healthy. And Reb Shmuel became very, very important, very well respected on the estate of the Paritz. And every single year, the Paritz would send with Reb Shmuel lulav and hadassim from his own garden to the Reb Marash. 14 years passed from then, and the Reb Marash already had passed away. And the Graf the entire time was healthy. So again, he was sick his whole life, but after this story, he became a healthy man. And he never got sick. But after 14 years, he felt very, very weak all of a sudden. Right away, he sent Reb Shmuel, and he said that he should go to Lubavitch, to the oil of the Rebbe Marash, and he should say that the Paritz is not feeling well, but according to the cheshbon of the Paritz, he still has another year and 7 months to live, and that the Rebbe Marash should keep his word. Anyway, so that's the story. What? So it doesn't say that, but obviously he got better. Yeah. No, of course he got better. This is not a question. But the Rebbe Marash kept his word. But anyway, so this is a story. We should see miracles like this in our own lives. We should see the ultimate miracle of Mashiach right now. Thank you everybody for joining. Have a beautiful Mashiach-deka week. Chana.
This story doesn't inspire puns. Yay! Wow! Whoa! Up close and personal. Hi everyone. Subscribe. Smash that like button.
There you go.
Remember that we're here for you, so we make this content for you, and so smash that like button for Yossi.
We'd also like sponsors for future weeks.
I like that.